Hello guys, and welcome back for another week of question time with MG here from all the League Week Facebook users. I really appreciate you taking your time out to type in a question that hopefully I can get to answer, as Sooty Hislop has done. Sooty, you write to me, MG, do you think you would have been able to succeed the way you did amongst the current generation and rule changes in the NRL? Sooty, come on mate. Once a legend, always a legend, brother. 1920s? Nah. Mate, look, to answer your question, I don't think so. I think the way that this current game is headed, every player is like an extreme athlete, which I could have done that side of it, but I think that the rule changes would have got me a bit. My style was pretty over the top, and I spent 34 weeks on the sideline as it was back in my day. If I played in today's climate, I'd probably be spending, double that, and I'm no use to anybody. So I'm glad I played when I did. I'll have no regrets, but today's athletes would have run rings around me. Tanya Bates, always good to get questions from the ladies. Who do you think is the best coach for the Blues in 2013? Well, that's a very good question, because I've noticed that my ex-teammate and very good friend Brad Fittler has put his hand up. I don't know if Freddie could be the main man and demand the respect that Mal Meninga demands. In time he will, I'm pretty sure, but he's still seen as a bit of a larrikin. Laurie Daly's name's been bandied as well. Why not get Laurie Daly and Brad Fittler together with a coach like Jim Dimmick and have a three-way coaching triangle? I think that'd be the best type of solution. With Jim Dimmick as the head man, I think he's done his apprenticeship under Ricky Stewart for a lot of years now, and he's got the respect of the players, and that's ultra important. But still have Brad Fittler and Laurie Daly involved somewhere with an eye maybe in 3 or 4 years to take over the lead role. George Edmonds says, will the Titans make the top 8? Wow. A month ago, or even 2-3 weeks ago, you would say no, but they've won 3 games in a row now, I think. Looking great. And finally, all the big imports that they bought last year to go up to the Gold Coast are starting to produce. Jamal Idris has woken from his slumber. Luke Douglas up front's going well. Nate Miles is showing some form that he showed in Origin. Scotty Prince again showing some form. William Zillman hadn't scored a try up until a few weeks ago. Now he can't stop scoring them. So, but will they make the 8? They're in a logjam, I think, with about 4 or 5 teams on 20 points. But why not? I say if they're mathematically a chance, well, they can still make it. And Michael Simmons, last question goes to you, mate. You say, what do you think of the second ref feeding the scrum straight down the middle? I'd love to see some contested scrums again. Now, Michael, mate, I'm an ex-forward. I've had some big days partying. Might I suggest that you'd been on a bender when you wrote this question? The second referee feeding the scrum? Brother, come on, mate. What's next? The referee chipping over the top with his whistle? Come on, mate. Look, I love you thinking outside the square like I do a lot of the times, but as soon as you get an official involved in the game, mate, all type of ramifications will come. Oh, he's biased, he's bet on the game, he's feeding it in the second row. It's impossible to feed the ball in right in the middle, even from a halfback. So how's the referee going to go doing it, who's never done it before in his life? But I love your enthusiasm, and whatever you're on, I'll have half. See you next week, boys and girls.